Good day.
For the Honorable Judge Thom.
This court is now in session. You're yelling in my courtroom.
Well,
My goodness.
why does Loonstar look like that, dude? What is wrong with his mouth?
We're trying to be
hasn't brushed
professional,
lately.
Lutsar.
No. I don't care.
We need to provide our case as to what the top 10 stick fights are. And Thom
Number
will
one
be
is
the
the
one
Nice Things
judging
collab
them.
hosted by Hatana 360.
No,
What?
Wow.
not that.
I just need to get that off. I just need to get that off my chest, right? Like,
Wow.
Well, hello everyone in chat. I hope you all are doing well.
Hi,
Today,
guys.
we're going to be arguing about what the top 10 stick fights are, the most influential stick fights of our time is, and to help judge and make the definitive top 10 list, we have Thom. Hi, Thom. Thank you, Thom. Everyone say thank you, Thom.
collabby.
Thanks, Dom.
Thanks, Tom.
But yeah, it will be
Yes.
it will be mine, Loonstar's, and Hyun's responsibility to pitch our stick fights that we believe should belong on the top 10 list. And if Thom believes that it should be up there, then he'll put it up there. If he doesn't believe it should be up there, then he has full right to deny it. So, but before we get into that, we do have a special announcement. We have a little video for you all.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so we'll be back shortly and enjoy this little
What the heck?
ad. Welcome to Stone Auction, where we're auctioning items for stone in the Stone Auction. Starting out, we have beautiful Alan Becker U2's desktop buddies made with authentic Beckeranium from the hands of Elanius Beckerd himself. Our starting bid is at $5 million. Only the most prestigious members can obtain such items. Wow. And it seems we have a caller interested. Hello?
You said epic kirbyzaz? I just want to know if you guys are selling the secret collab.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, next we have Boogie Wood Coaster and Dojo Coaster of Wood. They are made of wood. Starting bid at 16 billion cents. This is a steal. New phone call? Let's see who it is.
Is your refrigerator running?
Thank you for your interest. We'll get that to you shortly. Thank you. Now we have the one and literally only Fluid M's branded graphics tablet, forged by the hands of the higher being, the one who shall not be named, the Grand Master of the really hard guys, also known as RHG, Stone. Our starting bid is at 9 mombucks and the parental rights of your firstborn child. Oh, yet another beautiful caller. How do you do? Great, thank you for calling. We have many more items and will be updating throughout the next week or so. Please look at our items and purchase them. Thanks you. These items are actually on auction and available to be bid on right now. All proceeds will go to Stone to help get him and his family back to their homes due to the Northern California floods in December of 2025. These items will be managed and distributed using eBay. Please don't bid with money you don't need and stay responsible. Terms and conditions apply. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Wow.
Little
Oh,
disclaimer.
wasn't that just a rip story?
Little disclaimer. They're not actually available right now. They will be available in exactly 24 hours. And you'll have a week to place your bids on any items that you want. But if you click on the first link in the description, it will take you to Stone's eBay page. Average Ape Studios.
Ooh.
So come 24 hours from now, or maybe if you stay on the page, you might start to see them pop up live when he puts them up tomorrow. You'll start to see them appear on the featured items or newly listed. And then we'll be posting that video you just saw on the dojo tomorrow as well. So if you're interested in any of those items in the video, there's more that we will show. Go
go ahead and take a look. We might be adding a couple more throughout the week that have arrived late. But yeah, if you want to help out Stone in his final steps of coming back, then this is kind of our last push. So we appreciate all of the help y'all have done so far for Stone and his family. I was on a call with him earlier today, and he really appreciates everything that all of you have done. And also just want to reach out a special thanks to everyone who has provided items for this auction, including people like Gildedguy, Alan Becker, Hyun. There was a bunch more that I reached out to, and maybe not everyone was able to give something, but even to those people, I just want to say thanks, because it's a big community effort, and Stone really appreciates it. Him and his family really appreciate all the stuff that y'all have done, and this is kind of our last push. So again, only bid on items that you are interested in. Be kind and respectful. And if there's also going to be some items that we got in bulk, and it didn't make sense for people to auction on them. So there are going to be some items that you could just outright buy until they run out of stock. So keep an eye out and try and get whatever you can if you want it. And yeah, the auction will last one whole week. So from tomorrow to the following Sunday. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe. Oh, and if you don't want to participate in the auction, or you can't, and you still want to help them out in their last stage of getting back and moving back into their home, there is still the GoFundMe. So if you go into the second link in the description, you can find the GoFundMe. You can donate whatever amount you think will help, and it is all appreciated. So, but yeah, that should cover it. Oh wait.
Yay!
Yeah, Stone also wanted me to show off some of the other items more specifically. So we have some keychains from Stealth or to Sassy Owl.
Some KJ keychains?
Yeah, these are
I know y'all like
unreleased.
KJ.
Yeah, he was, I believe Stealth was planning on making these official merch items, but I think he ultimately decided on not doing these ones. He might plan on doing more in the future. That's for him to decide. But I also have an exclusive U2s from Zane Little. We have a bunch of items that Oxop gave to us, including his own 3D printed keychains. And Alan Becker U2s that you can't buy anymore. There's even these RHG cards. These are sick. I didn't know these were a thing. But it's a bunch of cool stuff there.
Those are cool.
He got the metal poster from Hyun. There's none of these anymore. They were limited edition.
That one... No, that's the very first Dojo poster, metal poster. It hasn't been given out yet.
That was the first one. Interesting.
Oh, so it's rare.
That is the very first one. I mean, you might sell it later, but I'm probably not going to sell it for a good while until logistics are down.
Gotcha. And then we have this one. This is a really special one. This is the first ever Fluid Anims branded graphics tablet. Before the one that he would end up eventually selling on Fluid Anims. This was before any of that. And he gave me a really long and interesting story. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that story justice until he's back on. But this thing has crazy history. And to put it short, Stone had said was like like when he got this, it was the official start of when he would be taking Fluid Anims and stick fights seriously. So yeah, and he felt bad that it was just kind of sitting around, and so he thought putting it up for auction and giving it to someone in stick figure history would be the best thing he could do for it. And this item was the main reason we wanted to do this auction. It was really just going to be this, but we found a bunch of people that were willing to help out. So. And some items that Gildedguy also sent us as well, so very nice. But yeah, again, thanks to everyone who participated and gave us some items. And yeah, keep an eye out for tomorrow when they are officially able to be auctioned for.
I'm rich. I'm outbidding all y'all.
I mean, I love the graphics tablet, but I feel like everyone's gonna want that tablet.
That's
I'm
gonna
putting
be like
a bid on the tablet.
That's gonna be like $3,000 by the end of this.
I might, if I could afford it. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'll put like $1 down.
Yeah, same.
Because I already spent so much money these past few days.
All right. Well, how about let's say we get started. What should our first pitch
well,
be?
how do we? I don't know.
What do we do?
Well, I think it's fair. I think we all kind of know that this one belongs on the top 10. I'll go ahead and start. I might be taking one of Hyun's, but that's okay because I think all of us would agree on this. And that is, I'm gonna group them all together. Shock 1, 2.
Shock 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, yes.
Oh, Shock 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I like that one.
I don't think anyone's gonna
No
argue
question.
that this
No
doesn't
question at all.
belong on the top. It 100% does.
Just the Shock series is like so fire.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was influential. It was. I think I'll say. Should we start with actually our criteria for what should count in the top 10?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We should.
Nah.
That might be
rules.
fair.
That's the ground
Yeah, that
rules.
might be fair. Yeah. I think for me, it has to have been influential to the point that we can see its impact in the following years. That to me is probably the most important thing when we're saying it's like top 10 stick fights. It has to have had like a ripple effect in the entire community.
Yes, I think it had to have influence and shaped the future of stick figures once it released. In my opinion, that's like a really. I mean, there's a lot though. There's a lot of animations that have done that. So it's gonna be hard narrowing it down to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think another big thing is they have to have done something significantly new that physically shaped how stick fights look to this day. And maybe you don't see it reflected in every single one of them, but I think that's a general where you could apply to most of them.
Mm.
What about like, I don't know. What about like popularity? Because that could be one factor, but at the same time, I feel like there are some unpopular ones that are also influential.
Oh, for sure. I think we're going to explore a lot of earlier ones that set the foundation for what a lot of stick fights would be, but not everyone has seen them. But I think some of them being really popular have had their impact on the community in terms of inspiration and how many people they've reached and have inspired to start doing stick fights themselves. So I think some are definitely going to... And I'm going to have an opinion later on that no one's going to like, but I will defend it, even though I don't even like it. But I think it has... I think it's valid. But we'll see. Sam is ultimately the judge. Okay. All right. But yeah, that being said,
great.
I think Shock 1, 2, and 3 collectively. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, we weren't there. I don't think any of us were there when this released. So Hyun, tell us when this released. How impactful was it?
I mean, this was like pinnacle. Like when Shock 1. I mean, I wasn't even there for Shock 1. I wasn't even in the community when Shock 1 was a thing. I watched it randomly on the internet. And that's Shock 1 was literally the animation. Oh, I won't say the animation. It was the animation that got me looking for where it came from. And then that ultimately led me to find stick page, fluid anims, shift limits, like all those old communities. And I think it's the most influential animation for me personally, because it's actually what inspired me 100%, 110% it inspired me to pick up some kind of, look for some, like how they made that. So I was looking for programs, trying to copy the style. I frame by frame this animation so many times. I wanted to be this animation pretty much. And that's what pretty much shaped me to this day and why we're still here, you know?
Yeah. I mean, apart from its impact on you specifically, I'm sure a lot of people also did something similar to you.
Yeah.
Of these, but
of course.
I want to point out that there's a lot of stick fights that had really interesting and fun choreography, but I think what this one pulled off was its character. It had so much character, and the text especially. It brought the characters to life, which you often did not see in stick fights before this. There might have been some, but this one is really what put the personality of stick fights on the map, I would say.
That's true. There's not a lot of animations before this that actually had stick figures talking to each other. It was just
dialogue
mute
not
stick figures fighting. Yeah, I actually did not notice that. But you know how influential just this text is,
it's
the
so
aerial
influential.
text.
It's changed. That is something that fundamentally changed stick fights going forward. A lot of
No,
people take
no,
that.
like you don't understand because when this was released, we all started talking like this, like with purposely misspelled like whoosh rights and stuff. It was so cringe, but everyone was literally talking like this, like just in normal speech, like online. It was actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's no argument that this needs to be in the top 10, but as to where that would be, we can get into that later. But,
I feel like we should just outline like a general top 10, like for now,
This
and then we
number
can
one.
argue about where though.
It's
where
number
the
one
rest
for
will
sure.
be.
It's
Maybe.
Actually,
Or maybe we
no,
can-
it can't be.
Because I don't know.
Maybe we can come back maybe halfway and just see like where our top 10 standings are, and then we try and place them. Let's try and just get a few, and then we'll try and organize where they should be.
Wait, are we writing these down somewhere?
Stom, are you writing these down, Mr. Judge?
I guess I can.
Maybe we should put it like it on text on the screen maybe somewhere.
That's a good idea. Wait, let me. This is gonna be really
Just
tough,
so-
but let me try.
Yeah, I mean we could just throw it up, just so that the chat knows what we've covered
talked about,
already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce typing 1.
3. Hang on, I also have to make it smaller because this is. Hang on, I also have to give it a background.
Dude, is it a hot take? But I like Shock 3 more than the rest of the series.
A lot of people actually think that.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a hot take or not.
I don't
or
blame
people
them
like the
for
first
thinking that.
ones.
I think I
I
like
feel
the
like
I like the unpolishedness of the first two, but I do
I think
understand the appeal of the.
I think it's cool. I feel like Shock 3 though was like so much like it was. I just love the skinny stick style and everything. It's just
Oh, yeah.
I love
I
that
mean, you
one.
can
I feel
tell
like I've
this,
referenced this
I
so
mean, there's
many
still-
so much.
There's definitely still some unpolishedness to the movement. There's a lot of animation like movements that are being done in 2s and 3s, and
Exactly. That's the part I really like.
I don't know. I can't describe it. Oh, this whole
That's-
sequence is also sick.
Oh,
The mapping out the
yes.
choreography like that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like this is like time fight levels of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the time fight in this, like
Oh
actually.
yeah.
But it's funny that you mentioned that, Lunsar, because that's one of the reasons why I like 1 and 2 over 3 is because I prefer the shorter brush
Yeah.
stick figures, single frame, really just like I don't know,
Shorter, like stubby. Yeah.
It is definitely faster paced when it comes to the choreography.
Oh yeah.
When the third one kind of makes you think a lot more in regards to like what's happening and the story and all that.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Well,
either way,
all right.
very.
We can come back to it later. We have a lot to probably go through. But so yeah, that's our first one up there is Shock 1 through 3.
We got a donation.
We got a donation.
$5 from It's Good to Be SSG Nero. Thank you, Nero, saying the best stick fight is Kung Fu Stick 1 by this
it's
animator. Flying Panda 1990.
No,
Hashtag
okay.
Shun's Dojo
Who is that?
Goons.
Who the hell is
Wait, it's W. W Goons, W Fabs.
Kung Fu Stick one? Oh my god. Freaking-
Hang on, I gotta
So
find
tough.
this. Oh, it's this one. Wait.
Oh my god, look at the font, dude. Oh my dude, I can't
1990.
watch this.
Oh, the great.
Look
Wait,
at
this
this
is tough.
background.
This is
This is
tough.
awesome, dude. This is awesome.
Oh my gosh, I remember this.
I mean, I don't know if that's influential. But
This was me. You know the crazy thing about Kung Fu Stick was that is me like trying to replicate Shock movement style, but failing at it very miserably. But that kind of led me to get my own style. So it's kind of interesting to think about.
Did you continue this?
That was an awesome.
I did.
text
There's a Kung Fu Stick 2. There's a
Oh
Kung
my
Fu
God.
Stick 2.
There is. Here it is. We're
I need to
derailing
make a Kung Fu
so
Stick
fast.
the 3 in freaking 2026.
Wait, yes. It's like almost 20 years later.
Oh my god, this was like, man, I was so inspired back in these days.
What
I
happened?
was just
Where'd the
making
time go?
I don't know, dude.
Wait, you kind of fell off after the.
I really did. I really did. Like, I don't think I've ever been more inspired than like when I was making these 2 animations.
Why is the choreo actually kind of good though? Like,
Okay. Anyway, I saw someone in chat say this earlier, and I think we have to pull this up. I feel confident that this is one that we're all going to agree on. Maybe especially
I agree.
you and Sar.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I knew.
yeah,
I saw it in chat
yeah.
too. I was gonna bring it up if you weren't.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
someone in chat
yeah.
point it out, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I think this one definitely belongs there.
Yeah.
It's still one of the best 2D choreographed sequences in all of stick figure choreography. Like, still to this day, in my opinion.
Yeah, the
just
choreo
so
holds
good.
up. The character movement, maybe not. I mean, there are definitely movements where it's still fun to watch, but I'd say the average animator in the community could probably do better movement than this. But choreo, though,
a lot of the hits,
this definitely holds up.
A lot of the hits feel a little weak, but it makes up for the diversity in the choreography.
It's crazy because, like, back in the day when I was watching this, it looked so different. Like, when you're not an animator looking at this, it's just like the perfect, coolest looking stick fight ever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then now that you look at it, you see like the resizing, some of the wobbliness and stuff.
Oh, it has its imperfections for sure. But when this dropped, it was. I mean, I can't speak because I wasn't there, but
I was gonna say, bro was not there.
I've heard. I've just heard from older community members how influential this one was. So it feels right.
Oh, I love this part. Yeah.
This was the animation that I think this was like the first stick figure animation that I've ever saw, because my dad showed it to me on his phone, and then he told me that he made it.
Lie to you. Okay, but here's the question:
straight in your face.
Is this more, or okay? Does this go above Shock or below it?
That's a great question.
Can I be so honest? What were you saying about the whole like quality and influential thing? I was like completely zoning out when you were explaining like the grounds for the ranking.
I think when it comes to quality, I think it just has to. I don't know if quality should be much of a factor. I think it should be how much it's influenced the entire genre of stick fights.
If it's influence and it's above Shock, 100%.
No, but the thing is, like, it's kind of like a butterfly effect, you know? Because, like, if it wasn't for Xiao Xiao, right, I don't think Shock would have existed.
Yeah.
But then again, I think Shock has influenced a lot more people, like, directly. You know what I'm saying? Xiao Xiao, I think, influenced a lot of the OGs back in the day. But when it comes to, like, sheer numbers, I think Shock still influenced more people, but I'm not too sure. Like, that's, I mean, in my opinion, they're pretty on par. But I think, yeah, I mean,
Turquoise said above Shock.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Is he in chat? Is he in chat?
Yeah, he is.
That's crazy.
Hi, Turquoise.
Well, Mr. Thom, what do you think, Mr. Judge?
I kind of agree with Hyun on like a sheer numbers kind of thing, so I would keep Shock where it is.
Okay, so
But,
you think
like,
Xiao 3?
I think, I mean, me being an OG, like, I have to say Xiao Xiao goes above Shock, just because of
Really?
It's like the thing that started it all, like, pretty much. It's the thing. It's like chapter 1 of the stick figure saga. You know,
I
like,
guess, but just
high-quality
because
stick figure
it's chapter
fights.
1 doesn't mean that it's better.
I was gonna say, because like if that's the case, then we're doing like animations from oldest to newest.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is true.
I think there is merit to saying that it has influenced a lot of the older members of the community who have really built up the community and stick fights to what they are. But I think if we look at Xiao Xiao 3 specifically and Shock 1 through 3, even just any one of the Shocks, not just a single one of them, not all 3, I think any version of Shock has so much more than Xiao Xiao 3. I think
I would
takes
say in
what
terms
Xiao
of
Xiao
content
does.
and form.
Yeah, I'd say
Shock would
it
be above
elevates
Xiao Xiao.
what Xiao Xiao did by like a bunch. So
Yeah,
I think Xiao Xiao belongs below it.
I think it goes both ways depending on how you look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Stom,
I mean, I
where
wouldn't
does it belong?
be sad if it was above or below.
Yeah, my final verdict is below Shock because Shock kind of mugs Xiao Xiao in terms of form and content.
Oh man, people are gonna be.
I mean,
already.
sorry.
Everyone yell at him. Everyone yell. Turquoise, get him. Hold him down. I'll hit him.
But
Isn't that a good? That's
Is,
good for Turquoise, right?
No, but he said it himself. He wants Xiao Xiao to be above Shock.
Sorry.
that's the thing. Like, I think if you're just looking at our community today, most people know Shock more than Xiao Xiao, if you ask. So that just says. I know Turquoise is gonna be upset at that, but I mean,
Stop betraying me.
it's true though. It's true.
I want to pull ourselves. I was gonna say I want to pull ourselves into the future, but this is 11 years ago, which is breaking my heart.
Oh dear.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
The Imitator collab.
Yeah.
I knew it!
I mean, this is like I'm absolutely biased here. This is the video that got me into stick fights. If it was not for this video, I shit you not, I would not be here right now. I would have probably been on a completely different path. But I also think synced choreography was so new and different. Maybe not entirely new, because I mean, you could argue Disney kind of did that before. But when Disney was doing it, they were doing the animation first and the music after, so it was more accompanying the visuals. This one, they are married so specifically that it's like a brand new experience, and I think nothing had ever.
It was
done
niche.
Like, even Baby Driver came after this, and it tried to implement some kind of synced choreography into it, and I personally think it didn't really do it.
Wow, that's
well.
crazy.
It got very repetitive, but this was pre-Baby Driver.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, was
know.
this the first synced collab that?
No.
This...
So the first synced collab was Defend the Diamond, but I think this one reached out.
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say
people.
that.
This one was the biggest, probably.
Oh yeah,
like
for
especially
sure.
at the time.
I thought Defend the Diamond's bigger, isn't it?
No.
So that one
Is
had
it? I
6
feel like
million.
everybody's seen Imitator.
Well, so the weird thing about Defend the Diamond is the original got removed because the creator of the music of the original one reached out and actually removed. So I don't have those numbers, but the new one has like 300,000. Shuri's version on his channel has 200,000. But again, we don't know what the original one was.
Well,
But
is it
this
deleted on the
technically
dojo?
It is still on the dojo profile. I think it's just privated.
Wait, is it? Wait, hold on, let me check.
But hang on. If you want to argue what should be like the first synced fight, it would be. Hang on. Let me go to. I have to go to Shuriken's channel because I don't think it was uploaded to the dojo. But I would just want to say it was Imitator because that's the one that reached the most people.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest because like I saw Imitator and like I saw Imitator before like Xiao Xiao. I only saw Xiao Xiao after I joined the community.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was like a really cool animation.
It was either synced ownage or the Zeta brand tryout. I'm not sure. I don't think I can play the audio because it's copyright, but we'll say for sake of argument, maybe it was synced ownage, which is also 11 years ago. Oh my god.
Oh man.
But I think people maybe seeing this one thought it was probably a one-off gimmick, but then he just kept going with it, and I would like to think that it kind of climaxed around the Imitator collab.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, everyone knows what Imitator is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, the iconic 4-minute long credit.
Which is it's crazy because. Wait, this is the one.
Oh, and it pulled and it also pulled like an all-star cast, which you just don't see anymore.
Dude, they was like the heavy hitters of like the community.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
funny because
No, you go ahead, John.
I remember when Shuriken was hosting this, and it wasn't a big deal to anyone. It was just like another random collab, and we're like, okay, we're gonna make a part, and then we just moved on. And I think over time, I mean, I think even when it released, like it was a pretty hype release, but I don't think it was like this huge thing back in the day when it did release. But I think over time, it kind of snowballed into bringing millions of people into our community, like over a long period of time.
Oh yeah, I mean there are some creators who around the time these started coming out would just transfer their style to strictly synced stuff, like me at the
Yeah.
time. But then there was also
And you could-
Hydrios, and I think there was.
Yeah, I mean, you can even tell with I mean, you know, Jom's part when he's cutting the sushi, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because he that's because he didn't really care about the club.
he
He was
so
too lazy
serious.
to make
He
like a
didn't
real
care.
part, so he's like, okay, I'm just gonna make this little funny bit,
Yeah.
and then we all moved on.
How did that get accepted?
But it's kind of funny looking back and like how just how much pull this collab had over time. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, what do we
Dude,
say?
Rash
Do we
was
think
in
this
this tier
does this
five.
belong in the top 10 though?
I mean, I think if there had to be any synced collab that had to be up there, I mean, this is probably the one, right? I mean,
I think
Yeah,
so.
This is
I
like the
think
synced collab.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree. Should be up top 10 at least, but
Okay. Well, where does it? Okay,
Mm.
surely I don't think it goes above Xiao Xiao.
oh no,
No, I don't think so.
hell no.
In my own personal top 10, it definitely would be way above Xiao Xiao, but in terms of stick fights in general, no. But all right.
Just had to throw that in there.
Well, I mean, I had to. Okay. Well, Loonstar, do you have a pick that you want to point out?
No, I was just making fun of you.
Well, now
Oh,
I want to
nice.
make fun of you, so you go.
What if I don't?
Okay, then don't participate.
Lunsar's the youngest within our group, right? So I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious on what Lunsar likes compared to us freaking oldies.
I mean, I'm an old head. I like old stuff. No, I'm not sure. Okay, you want me to suggest one? Because I've
Yeah,
been thinking about it like
just
this
throw
entire
one.
year.
Yeah, just name one. Just throw
Umbrella
one.
versus Alpha, hands down, top 10. In my opinion.
Oh,
Honestly,
So
I wasn't even
tough.
thinking about that, but that's fair. Honestly, I think that's fair.
Such
that is
a tough stick fight. I love this one so much.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you don't
think
even know.
this one pulled perspective into the focus of stick fights. I think, not to say it was the only one that
Dude.
did it. I think there's definitely some from before this that we will get to. But this one, I mean, this one had a lot of eyes on it. It has 2.4 million views on his channel alone.
damn.
Oh, yeah.
It still kind of holds up too.
It 100%
It
holds
does.
up. It's
It
so.
does.
This is
I mean,
all in
there's-
Flash 8.
And he did this in like what, a
God.
week?
Yeah, something
Like
like
that.
that.
That's crazy. And I mean, this also solidifies RHG, which, like, if we were to pick any RHG battle, I feel like this has to be the one.
Yeah.
Oh man, and this one had so much. It had a higher story element than a lot of other stick fights. I don't know how influential was this in terms of story in the community, because I know
Oh, it
it
was
took a
huge.
bit for story to actually be pushed in people's animations, and it was mostly just choreography and people having fun. But this time, you act like the entire intro is dialogue and characters in a very dramatic lens.
Yeah. I mean, Umbrella definitely was the character that people knew when it comes to just cinematic, very polished RSG fights.
I mean, this is so high quality. I mean, it abuses
Look
like
at that.
the matte filter and glow effects, but I think it uses it well. To like the person who
Yeah,
doesn't know
it's
about
just-
Flash, it's very high quality for stick fights.
Yeah.
I think it's the compositing
Super
that
hard.
pulls it together. That
Oh
really
my God,
sets it
yeah.
apart.
Yeah, because no one really there weren't very there weren't tools for compositing back then at all. Like no one
Oh, yeah,
knew
no.
After Effects. After Effects probably like didn't even exist back then. Did it exist? I don't even think it did.
Well, this was like 2014, right?
So all you had was just what you can do in Flash 8, and
Yeah.
pulling something like this kind of lighting and effects and blurs and all that within Flash 8 is super impressive by itself.
And
Just-
I mean, he had to have done all of that parallax manually too, because I don't think there were.
Yeah,
those
he did- he
tools
probably
back then that
did.
Could do this, and he pulled that off really well. I mean, he's just created a believable 3D environment. I don't know. The perspective in this is kind of what shines to me.
Mm.
Yeah,
But I know it wasn't. the
Yeah,
only one
I
with this,
mean,
but- all right. Where do we think this? Where do we think this belongs? I want to say
Help!
it takes-
I don't know.
I think it takes number 2. I'm just gonna throw a number out. I don't think it surpasses.
Are
Shock,
you serious?
But I think it has more influence and impact than Xiao Xiao. Because I think you see a lot of modern stick fights that try to do a lot of perspective and story, and that's something that Xiao Xiao didn't have.
That's true.
Well, argue with me. Argue with me. Why is Xiao Xiao more
I think-
influential in this?
I'm raising my hand.
Okay, you go. That's right.
Okay, thank you. I feel like I think I see more people do the regular 2D still screen fight like Xiao Xiao than trying to do perspective, in my opinion. So I think just because of that, I think this is right below Xiao Xiao. And above Imitator. In
I agree
my
with that.
humblest opinion.
I think I agree with that. Wait, no, I'd put it under Imitator, honestly.
Interesting.
Why? I was gonna put it. I'm putting it above Imitator, but why do you think it's under?
For me, it's above Imitator.
Because I think this
feel like-
reached and
I don't
influenced
know.
a lot more people. Imitator is such a specific niche of stick fight. So I think
And this is
overall, Imitator would end up being closer to the bottom of the list because how many people actually do stick fights? There's not that many, but I think it's significant enough in the niche that is already stick fights that Imitator would belong in the top 10. But I think this belongs above it because this has reached more people and has maybe inspired them more directly. Also, we got a few.
Has it
I wanna
reached
go
more
up and
people?
touch real quick. So the
I feel like
one on Resh's
Imitator
channel has 2.4 million.
Yeah.
Let's see how many it has on the dojo. If there's a dojo upload.
Was it uploaded on the dojo?
I don't know actually.
I feel like the sync collab stuff has like more of an audience, doesn't it? I thought it did. Because I feel like the RHG with like Umbrella and Alpha was more niche than the synced stuff because just the general audience just likes synced stuff more and they can connect with it like,
Imitator 2
instantly.
has 7.8 million.
Yeah,
But again,
exactly.
we're just kind of going back to numbers instead of what might actually. Guys, I don't want to get blinded by numbers.
That's true, but like that's a huge number. That's like a huge. That's a huge.
It is.
Yeah. It's also hard to compare because one's a collab, one's like a standalone duel.
Yeah, like if you showed these two animations, like Imitator collab versus Umbrella versus Alpha. In general, just the general person is gonna like Imitator more just because of the sounds and the syncs and all that.
Real quick, I just want to take a
I found that
sidebar.
to be the case.
Nub and Scrub donated $2 saying thoughts on Breaking Rust. We can take a look at that later.
Oh my god, how did they know
And
that
then
one?
thank you, Arden Veins, for becoming a sitter. Welcome to Sitters. Also, if you guys want access to a special Discord with behind the scenes and you get to help vote on thumbnails, not this last week because I was really busy, sorry. Then for less than $1 a month,
Yes.
member today. And then we have Arden Veins on top of the being a sitter, donated 50,000, whatever that is.
Vietnamese dong.
D's.
Oh, Vietnamese dong. Thank you. They're giving some of their
that was
takes.
just D's.
Thank you.
They say top 1 time fight, top 2 RHG Umbrella, top 3 top stick, top 4 shock 1 2 3, top 5 Xiao Xiao 3. Okay, they have a couple that I might want to visit.
I see. Oh,
Well, I guess we don't have to do their next one.
Hooray! Okay, bye guys.
Thanks.
What do you think, Stom, for Umbrella versus Resh or versus FL?
Well, I think Umbrella versus Alpha brought like a cinematic element to stick fights, and I agree on the sort of like it bringing angles and like a 3D environment. Most of all, I think it showed the constraints of Flash 8 and kind of what you can do without any external software. So I think,
That's a good point.
that being a demonstration of like Flash's abilities and basically what you can do just standalone in the program to make something like this, I would absolutely put it above Imitator. 100%.
That's
Okay.
true. It did innovate far more in a technical.
It's very innovative.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very convincing 3D environment, like Katana said.
Mhm. Damn, you thought of everything. That was
That's
like a
true,
perfect
but-
response.
I think Umbrella versus Alpha is like more niche than you guys might think.
Maybe it is.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I mean, in comparison to some of the other more popular stick fights, sure, but then we're putting it in a box that like maybe a specific select audience has to have seen all of them. But I think a lot of people, I don't know. This
I mean,
one
we're
is
not judging based
iconic.
off popularity, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we're
we're
not. No.
That can have a play in
Okay.
this, but I don't think we should be judging mostly off of popularity.
Yeah.
There's a couple more perspective-based ones that I want to visit. One that I think predates Umbrella vs. FL that I think might be more influential. Not that I think, it definitely does, because it has 14 million views on YouTube alone, and it is from Endo.
Okay.
Oh,
Man.
We all know what it is. It's Beard Ninja 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
This one, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is like Umbrella versus Alpha, but like with the popularity included. You know what I'm saying?
I think inarguably this one tops Umbrella versus FL. Not just because it has way more attention, way more views, but I think it also implemented a great amount of character that we see in a lot of more funny stick figures. Because while Beard Ninja has a lot of serious moments, there's a lot of character in the later portions. And oh my god, the compositing, the effects, the everything is so good.
That's what I'm saying. Like this has everything that Umbrella versus Alpha does, but it does more. It's got like humor. It's got voice acting.
It does have voices. That's it. Oh, that's
it pushes the limits of Flash, and it reached a huge audience, like more than Umbrella or Imitator collab, I think, right?
Yeah,
Not
it is
too sure,
inspired.
It reached a huge audience.
It's inspired what I'd say probably some of the biggest members in the community even today. Whenever I talk to Pymations about stick fights, he usually ends up talking about Beard Ninja or some of Endo's stuff.
That's cool.
So this even extends past people who do stick fights. And he did stick fights at the time, sure, but I mean, it still has had an impact on his stuff.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, what I would do is I'd probably just replace Umbrella versus Alpha.
Ooh, I don't think we should replace any yet. Let's get our top,
let's
get like a base top.
Yeah, things are gonna get squeezed out for sure.
But okay, so if it's above Umbrella versus FL, does it go above Xiao Xiao?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think so? Okay, well, I mean, okay, to be fair, when people think of a stick fight, a basic stick fight, they usually don't think of anything with perspective or more complex elements, like a dude building some kind of thing out of his arm. What is that? What'd you call that? I mean, this is still sick,
a freaking blaster.
I mean, no one was doing this.
Blaster.
Nobody was doing this.
Endo is like a breed of his own. It's kind of crazy. There's no other style like his.
This feels a lot closer to a traditional like film rather than a stick fight because there's a lot of like the imperfect camera, a lot of the the compositing. It reminds me a lot of traditional filmmaking techniques, which puts it closer to something like a lot higher quality than a lot of stick fights that I've seen.
Man. It's hard because I know you guys might think so, but if you ask people like me, even Endo and Turquoise, we will all say Xiao Xiao clears like all.
Well, yeah, but you guys have a bias coming into it. I'm trying.
That's
to think
true. We are like I am biased.
You guys are old as fuck.
But despite the bias,
I'm just sorry.
I am leaning. I'm personally leaning towards putting it under Xiao Xiao.
That's true. I mean, if I had to put myself in a spot where I didn't know who these two people were, I mean, obviously, Beard Ninja is it is the better animation, and it also has a lot of influence.
Fundamentally, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the seed that is Xiao Xiao, it is embedded so deep into stick fights.
Yeah,
how much
Xiao Xiao is like the biggest seed.
Yeah, well, how big of an influence should we let Xiao Xiao have in the top 10?
That's a good question. That's something that I cannot answer.
Maybe we can cover that when we get closer to having a full.
All right, well, you guys put Beard Ninja where you guys want to put it.
Stom, where should it go?
I would put Beard Ninja after Xiao Xiao.
Okay.
Thank you. Amazing. You made the right choice.
Sorry, Turquoise. Yours is still above Xiao Xiao.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it tops Shock, but
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good though. Okay, and then there's another more modern one that I want to point out that I saw in chat mentioned a few times, and I think this absolutely deserves a spot in the top 10.
What is it? What is it?
It is probably one of the most influential collabs ever released in the community.
Stuntman
Dominate.
Collaboration 3.
No, it's
Oh
Dominate.
wait, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
was thinking
this
Yeah.
this specific style caused
Yeah.
the term Sakuga to become mainstream within the community. And so many
birth
people
of
have tried to
Stikuga.
mimic this. Stikuga, that's
Thank
that's
God I'm
such
not
a
arguing
good
here.
term. Well, what do you think?
I have crazy bias against Dominate. I've seen so many people try to be this animation and embody this style that I'm so tired of it.
There's been
Well,
so
but-
many collabs that have tried to be this.
But
so
that's
tired of
exactly
it. Dominate
the
itself is
point.
not. No, that's good. I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
like. I'm not saying that takes it off of this list, but I'm saying like me personally, like I've seen this style so many times, and Dominate
yeah.
is so good. But I have just seen
really
so many people try to embody this style, and it's the crunchy sounds, the very quick
The sound design is
choreography.
so unique.
Oh,
I'm
Does
just
this one have
so
copyright music? It
tired
does.
of it.
Dang. But yeah, the sound design was
Go to
very
sleep.
unique for its time.
Stop
And
it.
It's definitely so many people who tried to mimic this in both their independent projects and collabs. There's isn't there like attacker versus defender or something that was pretty much Dominate but a little more specific?
Well, it's that very fundamental point that would put it on this list.
Yeah.
yeah. This
So-
is this is obviously top 10 because it did birth a whole new genre. When it was released, we were all freaking going crazy over it because just how, I mean, it raised the ceiling so high for what stick figures could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure people who try to copy this and succeeded to a certain extent have found just jobs in anime just because of how good it was. Because you see a lot of this kind of Sakuga stuff kind of blending into each other in the industry now.
Okay, where does this land in our top 10? Because it belongs in the top 10 for how influential it was.
Below Umbrella versus Alpha for me.
No, dude. Oh.
I'd say I would put it in between Beard Ninja and Umbrella.
No, in terms of influence, I would absolutely put it above Umbrella.
Yeah.
True.
Because while
I don't know,
Umbrella
I mean-
versus FL is a great, like it's probably one of the biggest RHGs specifically, but as for stick fights, I find a hard time making the argument that Dominate sits below Umbrella versus Alpha. Because while it doesn't have
I don't know.
a story with it, it is just pure eye candy. But that eye candy has influenced a lot of animators that came after this.
I honestly think this goes above Beard Ninja.
Ooh, okay. Why do you say that?
Really?
Just because of how, I mean, when it comes to influence of inspiring animators to try to copy this, more people try to copy this style than Endo style. I mean, Endo style I think Endo just like really pushed the limits of his style and what an animation can be. But when it comes to people just being inspired and trying to just replicate this, I mean, it's been done hundreds and hundreds, like thousands of times.
Chat, let us know what you think, because I really don't know where to put it. I mean, this one is so impactful to the community and the animations that came after it. But comparing it to things like Beard Ninja and Umbrella, it's a little hard. Because if you were to compare them directly, without comparing their influence, if you were to compare the products next to each other, technically this one should sit under it because it does less than what the others do. It's just pure eye candy, while the others are eye candy, but they also have a lot of other elements.
Wait, hold on.
But this one, I've seen a visual impact in the following animations in the community, whether that be collabs or independent projects. So maybe it does sit above Beard Ninja.
Oh, man. Oh, actually, I don't know, dude. I think they're like, I think they're on par with each other. It has. I wouldn't mind if Dominate was under Beard Ninja as well. It could go both ways.
I'm still sticking with my original opinion. Actually, because I don't really come back. Like, the thing with this list is like, I'm like so conditioned to just say what I like better or what I don't.
I mean, there's still some validity to personal opinion, so you could just say what you think.
I know, but like, I feel like we're making it about like, oh, influence this and that, and I feel like my opinion's wrong.
Well,
and it's like,
what are the
like
reasons
unfair for me to say?
What are the reasons that you like it though? Because I think personal opinion should still have a say in a top 10.
I mean, I feel like if like a lot of, if not all the animators in this collab pulled off like all the effects and perspective really good in the Sakuga. But it's just, I don't really come back to watch it that much, if I'm being honest. I just,
I don't know. This release though, dude, I had this thing on loop personally. I was studying this one. There's another thing that this added that I don't think any other stick fight had before it, at least not significantly. Its implementation of After Effects.
Oh yeah,
yeah, true.
It was one of the first. Yeah, that's true.
It really was. I mean, you see it done a lot nowadays, but like back in the day, there weren't a lot that were implementing After Effects, and it was mostly just flares and a slight bit of compositing. But I mean, it added a flavor to it.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing: like, Endo's really good, but Dominate literally birthed an entire new genre of stick figures, which is why.
Again, it spawned the term Sakuga within the community. Not that it didn't exist before that.
I was about to say Sakuga existed before.
It definitely, I mean, Sakuga has definitely been a thing in anime for long before this, but this brought it into the community more than ever. I think it belongs over Beard Ninja, but in comparison to Xiao Xiao?
Yeah, I agree. Oh, nah.
I don't think it had that big of a reach.
Okay. Well, Stham, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess in terms of community, yeah, I would put it above Beard Ninja, definitely. Because, I mean, it did have a much bigger outreach.
Oh, I can't spell. Dominate.
My personal opinion put aside.
Dominoes.
Yeah. Thank you for discarding your personal opinion to be the judge.
Here's the thing, like, when it comes to this list, I think, I mean, it's subjective for sure.
Yeah. What I would like to see come out of this, I'd like to see everyone start posting their own top 10s, because I'm curious to see what people personally think. Because even after this, I might go onto Twitter and post my personal top 10, just because I want to nerd out about it. I might even make a whole video about it on my own, but I think this is a fun discussion.
Yeah,
all right.
I feel like yeah.
No, you go ahead. I'm just.
I was just gonna say, I feel like if I were to do it, I was just gonna be based off of what I like more instead of like influence.
Yeah, sure. I mean, everyone has their own top 10, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about doors? Because I don't think it counts as a stick fight.
Doors. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So now we need to get a little more specific into what should count, right?
Doors. Damn.
Does doors count as a stick fight? Because I think it's just kind of a fun creative.
No, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree. No.
Yeah. There's no.
The premise isn't fighting.
There are some stick fights in it, but that's not the prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Are we? So we're all in agreement. Are we all in agreement that this doesn't count for the top 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but doors, man. It's like the
no.
It was like it's like the collab of all collabs back in the
ranking
back
stick
in the
fights, not
days.
collabs.
Yeah, we're not ranking collabs.
That's true, but
I
like
mean,
this
if
was
this
like,
episode does well, we could do other top 10s that aren't just stick fights. We could do
Oh, like collabs? Oh,
stick figure
that'd be fun.
animations, stick figures in general, like stick figure characters. But yeah, I don't think doors counts.
well, I'll just say something about doors. I think
Yeah.
how Dominate birthed like a new genre of stick fights. Doors like birthed a whole new genre of collabs within the
Oh,
community.
absolutely.
Sure.
If we were doing
Agree.
a collab top 10, this would be number 1. The entire
Oh,
series.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
I still think doors should be up there. But yeah, it's not a fight.
But yeah, it
It's
doesn't
okay,
count. It doesn't count. But maybe we could do we could do a top 10 collabs. I definitely nerd out.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta do another episode. We gotta make it a 2-parter.
Oh yeah, I mean
Second
the
part.
top 10 pool is like we could go for a while.
I feel like I'm more
Whole bunch of
definitive about
episodes like
collabs
this.
than I am about like just stick fights themselves.
Well, they're a lot more specific. Stick fights is a very broad topic.
Yeah.
All right. I want to pull up a controversial one.
Oh, here
we go.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't.
So I just
do
want to
it.
make it clear before I even
do it.
show a screenshot of this. I hate
No way.
this animation. I hate it
No
personally.
way.
Oh dear.
However,
I already know what you're gonna.
I know. I hate this animation, but
I'm
I think
scared.
it has been I think it has had a very important impact on stick figure animation and stick fights in general. And I hate to say it, but it is the abomination that is Combat.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh. Here it is.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's Pikachu.
So for
he
those,
said, "Don't do it."
honestly, y'all can get angry at me. I'm not happy with it either, but I feel like this needs to be in there for the sheer number of people it has reached. This video has 54 million views.
Oh my goodness.
And it is very disappointing. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who don't understand why we have such a negative connotation with Combat Gods, so I'd just like to go over it really quick for those people. The reason that this is very looked down upon in the community is because it has a lot of instances of tracing, just direct tracing of other media, including shots from Dominate. And you know, you have a lot of shots from Naruto, video games about anime. I mean, there's been a lot of videos that are made just showing one-to-one comparisons from shots, and all this animation is it takes other media, traces them, and then he animates his own little things in between to stitch them together. And it was a huge deal when this came out, and the dude faced a lot of backlash, enough to the point that he had to make an apology video. And I'm not even going to get into Janzo as a creator because I have other things I could say, but that's not the point. But I understand why it's disliked, but it is also very popular. There's a lot of people who have entered the community because of this animation. As much as I hate to say it, I hate to give it credit for it, but it has had a relatively positive impact in the people it has brought into the space. Because they're not coming into the community to trace, because they don't know that it's traced. They just think they see cool stick fight and they're like, oh wow, this is cool and great. But if they knew,
I failed to see how that makes it a top 10 though.
I know. TJP probably put it out, said it the best. Yeah, it's popular. It's a bunch of stolen animation sequences from popular media.
But it's carried a bunch of people into the community, is my argument.
I still fail to see how that makes it a top 10.
I mean, it is a stick fight that is on the internets, but I mean, yeah, it like a lot of shots are just traced frame by frame.
Honestly,
And
I feel like a majority of the people that watched this didn't even get into the community. They just kind of watched it.
I mean, I think this was the very first kind of stick fight that went worldwide
viral,
mainstream.
Exactly.
And that's
I
just
unfortunately,
yeah.
I don't see any validity in ranking something that traces a bunch of work. I don't see it as a valid work of art. So I don't see a point in ranking it on a 1 through 10 system.
Yeah, I mean, if if it was not traced, it would probably be up there, and this guy
for
would
sure.
probably, be looked
if it was
at
original.
completely differently. But yeah,
I totally understand where Ten is coming from like a community standpoint, absolutely. But I can't rank something that's just completely is not. It's based off the work of other people.
It's very unethical.
Yeah.
It is an unethical product.
Yeah.
100%.
To me, it doesn't. It's not a work of art.
But I'm glad that
Well,
we
I
discussed
could
it
not
because
fulfill this request.
I can see us finishing this, and then the comments are filled with what about Comment God? So I at least
yeah. That's the thing.
Of course, I get it.
Millions and millions of people, they still don't know that it's stolen art. So I think we should talk about it more.
Absolutely. That is 100% why I wanted to bring
We
it
welcome
up.
turquoise.
Because I still see people who don't know, and I want them to be educated. So, and I know people would have thought this belongs in top 10. And while a part of me thinks it might because of its sheer number of views and number of people it might have brought into the community, it doesn't feel right to put it in the top 10 because of how it was made.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Agreed,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Case closed.
I'm glad we're all on the same wavelength. Hugs all of you.
we are. I just wanted to bring it up so we could air out the room.
No, I respect you bringing it up.
Yeah.
Because I know there would have been like 1,000 comments about it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I've brought up a lot myself. Is there any that you guys would like me to bring up?
So loud for nothing.
I'm not loud.
If not, I could bring up another instant top 10.
I mean, I could bring up one that could be taken into question.
Okay. Yeah. Let's hear it.
The KJ's Final Ride.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking that one too. That's more of a modern.
That's like
that is a very similar argument to even Combat Gods, but this one's ethical.
This one's
exactly. This is the ethical
another
version.
It really is. Yeah, I think this belongs up there just because of it broke into the mainstream. Like there was a Roblox game that included it, and that also carried it into the large public. People made
not just a Roblox game. Like a lot of Roblox games base it off of this character now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, I've seen slop content be made on KJ and the characters in this.
Oh yeah.
They've made their own versions of KJ, and you don't
My
see that
10-year-old
level
cousin
of
talks about
popularity.
KJ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, how do you know that name?
Like that's forbidden knowledge. This is one of the rare animations that really broke out of the community. It's like it really is just the good version of Combat Gods. The more I talk about it,
and I'm not sure how it took off though. Was it mainstream already, and then it was on, was on Roblox, and then that carried it even further, and then it just kind of like snowballed from there?
If I can remember our conversation with KJ, I think we interviewed him about it on the previous Dojocast.
Oh yeah.
But I think the creator of the Roblox game was really into the animation, and they wanted to turn it into a character in their game. And then they did it without asking for permission, and then they did it, and then it was a big success, and then people found the original animation from it, and things just kind of spiraled. But I think it was because of the Roblox game that it got really popular.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, but in terms of the top 10 stick fights, that's a little more tough.
I mean, it's really good.
It's really good. It's really clean. It does voice acting really well. I'd say that's something that most stick fights that try to implement voice acting cannot pull off. Because
they do always so corny blood.
Well, finding the right people to voice act is one thing.
You.
Okay, finding the right people to voice act is one thing, but directing them on how to voice act for a scene is entirely different. Because you can have a great voice actor, but if you can't direct them, it turns out cringe anyway. This one, I think it does voice acting really well. Because I thought they were just taking clips from like another anime, but I think they got like a guy for this to like properly voice act.
Yeah, it was. This is probably one of the most natural sounding dubs for a stick fight
Yeah.
in a very long time,
For sure.
or ever. Actually, I think this is probably the best voice acted stick figure.
I would
fight
agree.
ever.
I would agree because I thought that this was dialogue taken from like an anime or a video game.
Yeah,
But
yeah, me too.
turns out no, it was all custom for this.
Original.
Yeah,
And
which is unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it also this also really pushed the Sakuga scene even
yeah.
more
Oh,
than going off of Dominate too. So like, it just shows how popular Sakuga style is with kind of like the general audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
so.
but
do we put it above Dominate?
no, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Honestly, it would probably be lower end in my list. Like,
Hmm.
I mean,
'Cause
but that's
I don't
just my
want- I don't
personal
want-
opinion.
Yeah, I don't think the mainstream should pull it at the top. But it definitely is. I mean, how influential do we think this one is, really? Like, did this have any more of an
I think
impact
it brought a
than
lot of
Dominate did?
people into. I think it brought a lot of people into the stick figure scene. Absolutely.
I mean, this has how many views?
25
million
million.
on the dojo alone.
Yeah, on just the dojo.
Yeah, how many does it have on Stealth Channel? Sassy Owl.
Yeah, I think we should consider all factors like outreach, quality.
The Saga has 11 million,
It's not-
and then the KJ's Final Ride alone has another 11 million.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
So that's
goodness.
essentially
Yo, he was
36 million.
pulling-
Yeah, that's
That's
47
insane.
million views in total.
Is that more than Shock?
No, it isn't.
God, it
Yeah.
is.
Well, Shock.
Oh,
yeah,
never mind. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. okay.
I was wrong.
Above Beard Ninja?
No.
Really?
Nah,
Okay.
I don't think
Why do
so.
we think?
Wait,
What does Beard Ninja do that KJ's Final Ride doesn't?
I just. Huh. I think I'm considering I guess more people, who have actually stuck around within the community have seen Beard Ninja and it's gotten them into animation than KJ, because I see a lot of the people that I see that are into KJ don't really animate.
I think
They're fans, but
wait, no, but like on the other side of things, I think it birthed a lot of Roblox animators too, right?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it has. Because
Well,
we're not.
well, what about stick
these are
figure?
the top 10 stick fights. Maybe not. The influence doesn't have to equal its influence in our community. It can have an external influence.
Yeah, it is another. It's another niche, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
another world to us.
This is tough.
I think
I feel weird
I give
about putting it above Beard Ninja.
I
I mean-
personally think it belongs above Beard Ninja. Because I think it does everything Beard Ninja does. It just all it does is reaches more people.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, it has to be number 5. On our current list. It could be bumped down when we look at more.
No, I would put it above the Umbrella versus Alpha.
Well, it's just the Beer Ninja, man.
I'd put it.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'd put it. I think I'd still put it under Beard Ninja. Actually, I don't know. I'd put it.
Chad
Actually,
said, Chad is saying
Fuck,
that
it's not
Beer
better than
Ninja-
Umbrella either.
Doesn't Beer Ninja have higher production value? That's an
I would
interesting
agree with that.
because
I think
Yeah,
Beard
but
Ninja
the
looks a lot
back-
more polished than.
yeah, the
Yeah.
backgrounds are definitely very sketchy. And I
Yeah.
think the entire point of KJ is just like a one-off joke, and it just kept spiraling. But I think there's still like an essence of it just being a joke. So maybe it doesn't take it.
Shit, I don't know if I'd put it above Umbrella either.
I don't know.
I really don't.
I'd put it between just because of how much influence KJ had on the modern audience for sure. Yeah, maybe I'm just an Umbrella hater. I don't know.
Wow.
You need to be nice. I'll put it below Umbrella, above Imitator.
Slime, what are we
In my
thinking?
opinion.
Mr. Judge.
I would have to agree with Lunsor.
Yay! Come here!
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like Beard Ninja and Umbrella are definitely a lot more polished and, I mean, for lack of a better term, put together than AJ's Final Red.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right,
true.
fair enough. Honestly, I'm not even upset with that placement. Let me bring up a completely different style of stick fight. Something that people could even
bring
argue
up a Gildedguy?
isn't even. Yeah, I was trying to build up to it, man. Trying to build up to it.
Well, I know what you are. Okay, well, which one is it?
Okay,
The
but
Gildedguy
here's
versus
the
Bog?
Yeah, well, here's the question: should it be Bog or Oxod?
I couldn't hear you.
Legit, no, but should it be Bog or Oxod? That's a good question.
Bog.
I think Bog, yeah, because that kind of
Bog,
solidified the
yeah.
style going forward in his animations.
Bog.
And it has a good song too. Like, and you never realize.
Oh man.
Oxide one was pretty catchy too. You know.
But there's like no lyrics in it.
Right.
It's like whatever.
Well, but speaking from a more fundamental standpoint, the Oxod one could not have come if this one wasn't there to begin with. This solidified the style of his fights going forward. It's very different from anything he had done before. But also different from something that I think anyone else in the community has ever done before. I think it's still hard to reach this level of quality. I mean, he's doing full line art. I mean, I'd argue the term G-Stick came from Gildedguy's animations. Or it was at least popularized. I know some people argue if his stuff is even G-Stick, but I think it is.
It's. I wouldn't say it's. I mean, in a technical sense, it is G-Stick, but I don't think he kind of took that term and made it into a popular thing, right? I think it's just like.
Right, but I think a lot of
we just called it like full body sticks.
Right. I think the terminology of G-Stick can easily be traced back to this style.
Grace.
That's true. Yeah.
Shut up.
Sorry.
But this thing did so
like,
many
when this
things
came
different.
out, oh my god. Yeah, it was so crazy when this came out.
Its use of music and its lack of sound effects as well. It had a very strong emphasis on music, and its visuals really... the story allowed itself to be heavily influenced by the song structure, which you really didn't see a lot of. Even today, because it's really hard to pull off. Storytelling with, like, letting the music do the storytelling or guide it is not a very easy form of storytelling, because it's very easy to tell a confusing story if you follow song structure. And I think it pulled that off really well. But also the quality, the line art is probably the biggest thing. Implementing like a specific drawn line art style into stick fights is very new. And the level of parallax and the lighting and effects. There's so many things that this did well that it was so monumental in stick fights.
Oh my, dude, I love that part.
God, dude. That entire sequence.
Where he's like spinning.
God, this sequence is sick.
This I think this is the animation that really took off Gildedguy's own audience and kind of put him into a whole nother genre of just stick fights, right? I mean, before, he was always in our community, but he was always kind of like in the background, and no one really paid much attention to him.
Yeah, until this.
Until he came out with this, and then this was like, oh my god, this is like.
There's also. We could also argue that the one versus Jade was also pretty big.
That was pretty cool, but
I mean, it accomplished a lot of the same things,
much.
but Bog was just scope. The scope with the Bog one might have been larger. I'm trying to find it. Hang on. Maybe there's a playlist of all of them. Stories. Yeah, here we go.
I honestly don't even remember what happens in the Bog Gildedguy versus Jade.
I mean,
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
takes
it's
everything
the-
down. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean, it did a lot of the same
brown,
things
brown,
that versus Bog did. It just didn't do it as well.
It didn't have that darkness feeling that.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
I mean, this
flashy,
one's
It was
nice,
very
but,
moody.
Yeah. I don't know if the story was really shaped by the music. It's just kind of the action was shaped by the
Yeah.
music. But the story. But
This is what I was saying.
Yeah.
That the community was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, Gildedguy is a pretty good animator, and yeah. But then like, we kind of thought it kind of stops here. Like this is like his peak, you know.
Yeah. And then he just released this stuff.
And then he
it is
made
insane.
the versus Bog, and this was
this
like
holds up so
a
well. It's 8 years
completely
old.
different level.
But then you could also say the same thing about Oxob. But I don't know. I think he kind of solidified a format by the time this one came. Because he's still able to tell the story along with the music.
Wasn't this released on Fortnite? Wait, was this the Fortnite one?
I don't know. I think
No,
it
that
was
was
the
Gildedguy
no, it
Gets
was
Up.
0. Yeah, it was Gildedguy Story 0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Oh man, I mean, what did this?
this is wait, no, this is after
Should
Fortnite.
this? But
Dude, the
but
Fortnite
is this
thing
one?
is still crazy.
If we're talking
Yeah.
about top 10 stick fights, does it feel more appropriate for the Oxob one to be the one we put on there, or the Bog one to be on there? I feel like it comes down to a discussion of which one is genuinely like better, and I don't know if I can have an answer for that because they're both very equal in my mind.
I think Bog. I think
But
Bog.
this
Bog
one,
is
this
very
one also
moody.
reached.
I like
this one
that one a
reached
lot.
more people. This one reached more people as well.
It did.
Worth saying.
It did. Yeah. But I don't think anything could replicate the feeling that I had first watch Gildedguy versus Bog. In my opinion,
I think fundamentally for Gildedguy's stories at least, this set forward the formula that no one else had even come close to figuring out.
Mhm.
yeah, I think this is the one that kind of changed stick figures.
I think so. I agree with
general.
that. So okay, we're agreeing on Gildedguy. Oh, sorry, I punched my pop filter. I don't know if you heard that. If we're agreeing on Gildedguy versus Bog, now where does this stand in the top 10?
Oh man,
Why do you do
I know.
this?
It's the point. That's the whole point of this episode. Because I think it definitely
Here's the
belongs in
thing.
top 10, but because how many people were directly influenced from this animation?
I think he
Or
gained
how-
a
I
don't
lot
know.
of fans from this. Like, there's a lot of Gildedguy fans, but I don't know if
Yeah, there's not a lot of people
This
who dare to
inspired people
replicate
to
the
animate.
style.
yeah, you can't replicate this because it's just so much work. It's just like
Yeah.
so much pure.
It's
Grinding.
you could argue at this point it's not a stick fight. It's barely stick figures because they have so much more detail in them. The whole point of a stick figure is its simplicity, and this is becoming so complex
Yeah,
that.
This
But
is just like-
that's encouraging fewer people to imitate what he does. Not to say that there aren't people who are directly inspired by what he does, but
yeah.
man, I mean, it's different, it's new, and it is influential. But how influential is it in comparison to something like KJ or Beard Ninja?
I'd say above. I'd say above KJ for sure, in my opinion.
I think I'd agree
Even
with
though
that.
KJ has more reach.
Yeah, well, because it's not all about reach. It's not all about views.
Yeah, I'm
It's
trying to
about-
like balance everything together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like how did it impact stick fights going forward? Like after this released, what did the community look like?
That's the thing. It was pretty much the same. Like nothing.
Yeah, like it was a really good spectacle, but no one, I want to say no one dared to replicate what he did, just because of how complex
Well, if that's
it
the
was.
case, then it would be below Imitator.
Yeah, that's kind
People
of the conclusion
replicate
I'm
instinct collabs.
coming to. But also, it feels wrong to put it so low.
Then I don't know.
I think Well, here's the thing. I don't want to look at it in a perspective where it like people try to copy this, because of course no one's gonna try to copy this.
Yeah,
like of course not. It's not realistic because
it's a level of complexity that surpasses what most of the community can do or wants to.
Yeah,
do.
I think
Again,
this
stick
just
fight- people do
showed.
stick
This
fights
just
for the
showed.
simplicity.
This just showed. I think this raised what stick figure fights could be defined as, in my opinion, just as a genre in itself. So
Yeah.
I think that has huge merit
Yeah.
when it comes to this list.
I think it allows people to take stick fights more seriously. Because even
and-
nowadays, still, if you tell people you do stick fights, they're not going to take you very seriously. It's ultimately looked down on in animation as a whole because people don't think that it's that impressive. Obviously, we know that it's not the case, but because of their inherent simplicity, most animators do not take it as seriously. This, I would say, changed some people's opinions on that.
Yeah, and he gained his own following from it, like like
He
a
makes a
whole
living off of
dedicated
this.
following. It's like it's almost like, I mean, he's still in the community for sure, but it's almost like he branched off and then he made like a whole nother community. You know what I'm saying? Which is really impressive.
See that. Kind of. I mean, he's definitely still in the community, but yeah, a lot of what he does is kind of independent from the community. Because he's his own kind of operation. You know.
Yeah.
This is also that's another important thing to bring out. He works with a bunch of other people on these. But maybe for this one specifically, I think this one specifically he worked on the animation all on his own, but he had someone do the music. What else? Oh, hang on. I literally just skipped the credits. Was this all? Oh yeah, no, it was still all animated just by Gildedguy. So never mind.
Yes, the Oxab one, he had a team, right?
Yeah, he had a team.
Yeah, he definitely. That's when he started to hire more people.
I see. That's where the difference lies. Is this one was still all by him?
Oh man, but then that brings into the question again: is the Oxab one more influential because of that? Bringing a pipeline, a production pipeline to stick figure animation.
That is another factor.
Because I don't want to put 2 Gildedguy animations on the top 10. It doesn't feel right. Stom, what are you thinking?
This is tough.
It is really tough. I don't know where to put it on the list.
Well, Gildedguy the first one to introduce like working with a team on an animation?
Technically, I think
he was
that
one
would
of
have
the
to be
first.
given to Alan. That would have to be given to Alan.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think that's like.
Which we'll get to him next, probably. Fuck. I don't know where to put this.
I'd put it above Umbrella. Dude, do I just hate Umbrella?
Yes, you do. No, I mean, I think
pushing Umbrella down.
I think it could go above Umbrella.
I want to say it should go. Oh man, I don't know.
Actually, I think it could go higher, low key.
Yeah, I want to say it could go above Beard Ninja, but then I'm trying to think of like its community impact. I kind of
agree with it.
I think Beard Ninja's impact is that it's impacted animators directly to try and mimic what he's done and work on top of it, build off of it. This, I would say, its biggest credibility is it's legitimized stick figures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is huge.
I mean, Gildedguy's literally in Fortnite.
Literally, yeah.
That mugs
great
everything.
point. I think it has to go above Dominate, even, I would argue. Just because of how big this ended up becoming. I mean, he's not in Fortnite because of this animation.
No, yeah, I know.
But, like, I mean, obviously Gildedguy is something so different. People legitimize stick figures because of these animations. Partially, not entirely because of Gildedguy, of course, but I mean, this is an entirely different level of quality that we'd never see in the community. Even still to this day, it's hard to find something that comes close to this. I want to say it should go over Dominate just for that reason.
Yeah, I can see that. Do I agree with it?
I don't know, dude.
Chat, what do you
Are you
think?
asking us?
Chat, what do you think?
Chat, what's the answer? Do I agree with it?
Benjamin Studio says it's obviously better than Shock, so it's number 1.
Benjamin Turquoise is in chat.
He's gonna eat you alive.
I mean, should this even go over Xiao Xiao? Because I really am struggling justifying.
The guy is watching.
Hey, don't you dare put it over Xiao Xiao.
Well, no, but like, how much of an influence should Xiao Xiao have over everything? Because if we're making a definitive top 10, I don't know if it feels right to put Xiao Xiao at like top 3 even.
It's like
because it has its roots in the community, but I don't know if it influencing the first major stick fight animators should warrant it being so high on the list. It feels a little unfair.
Here's a weird analogy. It's kind of like we're trying to see what the top 10 most influential people in the world is, right? And then like Xiao Xiao is like Jesus, pretty much.
Wow, interesting.
Jesus wasn't like the most athletic person in the world or did any world records or anything like that, but like, you know.
Do you think
TGB said, yeah, sure, I guess. What's going on?
I mean, do you think stick fights would have found the same formula without Xiao Xiao? Because to be fair, the format is fairly simplistic. Like, if Xiao Xiao was was never made, would we still be here?
No, we'd all be dead.
It's the reason for existence.
You have to think about.
We'd all be working at Domino's, or we'd be working real jobs. Stick figures wouldn't exist. It would all just be.
I think they would exist. I think they would have a similar format, but I think maybe its influence. I don't know. We'd definitely be in a very different spot without Xiao Xiao, because the butterfly effect there is very real. I don't know. Because it's just, comparing Xiao Xiao 3 to some of these others that we have up there, to me it doesn't sit right. But maybe we can argue that when we have a full list. But for now, where should Gildedguy versus Bog go? I feel like
I'm okay with number 3.
What do you think,
I'm
Stom?
okay with number 3.
Yeah, I'd say above Dominate.
Is that good, Stom?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. You don't sound happy about it.
I'm in a tough spot here.
Yeah.
Because
That's a tough one.
You're making him. He's like the correct opinion.
That's probably the most difficult one we've had yet. Oh my god. Well, let's go to.
We still have like.
I know we have so much more to discuss. There's a lot of this stick fights.
Here we go, the big one.
If we're talking about Alan Becker, what would make what should make the top 10?
Animated versus animation, number 1.
The original, you think?
The original has to be.
I mean,
it's what started it all.
I mean, at the time, that one went ultra omega viral, right?
It was the very first. It was like one of the very first viral videos, like in the world, like of the internet.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. This is like before.
I mean, it was like 06 when it dropped.
18 years ago, 2007.
Like
on YouTube.
Like the. But I think general population like knew this animation. Like
it dropped in 06 on Newgrounds.
I mean, people were talking about it in my school. There was one kid who tried to tell me he made it.
Yeah, everyone was saying they made it.
Yeah, of course.
This is probably the most famous stick figure animation of all time. If you think about it, in the past and present, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, this is like beginning of internet kind of stuff.
Should virality make it better than something?
And it's still a good animation. Like it
should like loop it back around.
I mean, it doesn't hold up to what I mean, Alan and his team and others can do now, but its virality may have validity to make it somewhere in the top 10, but as an animation itself, how influential was it?
Very influential.
Really? How so?
I mean, I think this broke the third wall. You know what I'm saying? The fourth wall of animation, and it was like that was unheard of. And I even told you guys before. I thought this was real. Like I thought this was a person getting hacked.
Oh my god! I was like draw the stick
on their
figures
computer
in, like, MS
device,
Paint and like trying to make it like happen.
And they made it so accurate and so believable. And it's just so well implemented for an animation back then to have this kind of style and I don't know, this idea and just run with it. Oh man, it's game changing.
Do you want to say maybe this
9.
is top 3?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I would necessarily consider this a stick fight, though.
It's a fight against a mouse.
It is a stick figure fighting. I feel like it counts, technically.
That's a very loose definition of the term, though.
I guess.
Or a very loose use of the
What do
term.
you think of stick fight? Like when you think of stick fight?
Like two
I think
stick
of
figures?
stick figures. Well, not necessarily 2 stick figures, but I think of stick figures fighting each other.
Yeah.
Would this count then?
I wouldn't necessarily agree. I feels like it's in kind of a league of its own.
That is, yeah.
It feels a lot more like when you watch Alan's anniversary video, he talks about how it was directly inspired by the Looney Tunes cartoon Duck Amuck. So it feels a lot more like its own kind of thing, rather than a stick. It doesn't feel like a stick fight to me. I think it's still highly influential, and I think it's still very important, but I don't think it's a stick fight. I don't think it would belong on this list.
It is true. It is just like an animation, like a fun animation that did go viral.
Yeah, I guess he's not. I mean, is he really? I mean, he is kind of fighting the cursor, but it's still stick figure fighting. Isn't that like the bare minimum for a stick fight?
Well, again, you're using the term very loosely.
In my head, like the very first, the thing that comes to my head when I see stick figures fight is at least 2 stick figures fighting. That's what I.
Okay.
That's how I would define it.
Then I feel like something.
Like
maybe if it isn't the original, maybe we should go with something a little more closer to when he started getting a team. Because I think like the introduction of a proper pipeline and hiring animators, it would have to be the Minecraft.
Okay, so then animator
versus
versus animation. Oh.
Yeah, because that's the first one where he hired people to help him.
I thought you meant like, okay, I was gonna say animator versus animation season 2, because that's where like the actual sticks started fighting.
Oh yeah, because this isn't even like there's some stick fight elements to this. God, man, it really is.
Again, these kind of feel like their own things outside of like sticks.
Then should any of this stuff count?
That's tough. That's tough. I would consider this more like just general, like. I consider these kind of more like short films because they have stories, even if they're loose, and fighting is a part of it, but it's not really like the core element, you know.
Right. I wouldn't watch this and call this a stick fight. It's more just. It feels more like an episode or like a short film.
Right.
Or like a parody.
I mean, that's my rationale. I think TJB, I like what TJB says, the later AVA should definitely count, like 3 and 4.
Wait, let me look that up.
Yeah, wait, so...
Or not necessarily that I completely agree, but I can acknowledge the validity of that.
Maybe AVA 4 I could justify, because there is some stick fighting, but I feel it's still mostly against the animator.
4...
So that's why I was saying like season 2. Or it's like 5
Oh,
3.
TJB said
Yeah.
5. TJB said
Well,
5.
how about? Oh, AVA 5. Oh boy, hang on.
That's what I've been saying.
Wait, which one's that one? Is that the one
It's
with
the one with the
the?
virus.
the showdown.
And he's like, it is like the,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, yeah. I think it has to be the showdown because that's the one that like kicked
Showdown,
off
yeah.
I'm biased when it comes to the showdown. I love the showdown.
oh
the
my
showdown.
god.
Well, like
was-
this was huge when it released.
The showdown is insane.
This
I mean-
came out of nowhere too. Like the level of fighting.
This
in
is what
choreography.
this is when everyone realized Alan had like an animation studio pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This direction is crazy.
Oh man. And I mean, yeah, this has to be it. This has to be the one that's
Like
on the list.
holy collab.
Because this, I mean, I'd say some of his more recent stuff is better than this, but like, fuck, this is the one that set it all up.
Yeah.
And
one
this
that
actively
set
has a
everything.
big team to it.
This set the bar for like his future stuff 100%.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
Okay. I could see an argument saying this takes number one. What do you guys think?
Ooh.
What do you think? I would argue at
I
least
think
in
it
the
takes number
top
10.
three,
Next one.
maybe number one. Okay.
sorry. I'm just kidding. Okay, definitely above Imitator. I'd say above KJ's Fun Ride. I'd say above Umbrella, above Beer Ninja, above Dominate.
I think it does everything that... I want to say at least two. It's either one or two for me with our current list. But comparing it with Shock, it feels so unfair because they're so fundamentally different.
Yeah.
And
They're
at this
different.
point, like, is the reach the only thing that we should consider? Because obviously it's Alan
Absolutely
Becker.
not.
Yeah. So anything
I
Alan
wouldn't
releases
be
is gonna
against
good.
this being number one. Either.
Reach is
It's
important, but
it's
it's
just,
a factor.
Yeah. I guess what... Okay, if I feel like saying this should be one or two is fair. It's just a matter of if this should surpass Shock. So if we're comparing just the two of those, what are we thinking?
I can find a reason why it would be above, just because of just how many different factors we're trying to accommodate here.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only does that,
too.
yeah, like not only does it have a full story, it has the crazy choreography. It pushes the boundaries of what stick figure animations could be. It has a huge audience. I mean, just the audience of Alan Becker.
I mean, he is pretty much
in itself
mainstream.
is literally top of YouTube,
Yeah.
top of the internet. So yeah, I think it is. I mean, in my opinion, it should be.
I want to address Jerome's point, where he says it's not fair. He has a whole team. We're not really ranking based off like the production value out of the individual person. We're ranking based off like outreach, like the necessarily the kind of like how it plays in with the story. If fighting is a main element, which makes it a stick fight. And I feel like I kind of agree that this kind of pushes the boundaries of what a stick fight can be. Shock is definitely up there for setting kind of like a precedent, but it doesn't really it adheres to the formula of a stick fight. This is very different, I think, from traditionally what stick fights are, but it's still I would still call it a stick fight.
I think
Stick fight.
I think the fact that he did use a team for this should also be a factor too, because
it's providing jobs
working
for stick figure animators, which is not that's not a thing anywhere else. Maybe except for Gildedguy.
Basically created an industry.
Exactly. This kind of opened the door for like animating stick figures can get you paid somehow.
I mean, this legitimizes it on the same, like on a completely different scale than Gildedguy. If we're ranking Gildedguy high for how he made stick figures legit, and people take them seriously, Alan's done that tenfold, at least. Respectively.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I agree with that.
I don't know. I feel very comfortable putting this in first.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Stom, are we good with number one?
It's a little iffy for me.
How come?
I don't know. It feels. It is a stick fight. I'm not disagreeing with that. It just feels very different from a lot of the things on this list.
Yeah, it is very different. Very
Which
different.
kind of puts it in a league of its own. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I do think it's kind of important to consider having had a team work on it, rather than it just being made by one person.
I guess. But like its influence over the community as a whole, or stick fights as a whole, I think it's a fair argument to say it's had a bigger impact than Shock.
Sure, I suppose in terms of quality.
Yeah, whether there's been a team
I'm like
behind it
that.
or not. I feel like that a team behind it is one of its proving factors that it should be up there. It's done so much that no one else can do.
I'm like the biggest Shock fanboy too.
Yeah,
but
same.
it's just
Oh,
like
he
you just
definitely
you cannot deny just how much this particular animation pushed the boundaries in so many different levels.
And it's
in my
14 minutes of just this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I suppose I agree with that. So yeah.
Alright. Wow. We have something that finally surpassed Shock.
Yeah, dude, I cannot believe I'm putting something above Shock, by the way, because, I mean, Shock that's the thing that will always be number one for me, personally. But, yeah, animator versus animation, the showdown specifically, it's too good. It's too good.
Alright, well, we have one more spot. But once we have the full list, we could still argue other animations and see if there's something that should be off the list.
Why?
Somebody,
Oh my god,
there's
there's only room for one more.
I kind of want to. Somebody says, but isn't it the fact that it has studio help mean it's piggybacking off the other ones in the list? No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, not necessarily, because you could. I mean,
I wouldn't say piggybacking.
it was the choreo was made by, it was either Turquoise or Guz. I forget who.
It was
We had
Guz.
Dominate.
It was
Guz,
Guz,
a lot of Guz. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Guz laid out, I believe, that entire Sakuga, especially the water scene where he did the laser beam and split open in the water, like
Yeah.
Moses.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, you can kind of call any animated production with a team piggybacking, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. I think everything is influenced by everything. So to try and organize a top 10 based on what influenced them first is unfair.
And KJ's piggybacking.
Because exactly why Xiao Xiao is not number one. Technically, it's the foundation of more modern stick fights, but it doesn't feel right for it to be number one, you know.
Right.
Alright. Number 10. What is it? I feel like there's a big one that we're missing. Would the obstacle course collabs? Would the obstacle course collabs be count as a stick fight? Yeah. I don't think so.
No,
they're very different. There's Weapon Master.
Nah.
Is that significant enough? Okay.
I mean,
I love Weapon Master, but I don't know if
it is great.
I don't know if it has a place.
I think I've watched it a total of 1 time or 2 times. I don't know. I don't really come back to watch it.
Oh my god, I heard someone say McWizard.
Rock said dog, it's in the thumbnail.
Oh wait, that's true though.
Wait, which one? What's in the thumbnail? Oh, Ghost Fight?
Well, there's Ghost Fight, yeah.
We should talk about Ghost Fight.
Yeah, we can, because it has implemented action script. Hang on, stick fight.
Ghost Fight?
I think I only know this because of Top Stick, and that's it. Top Stick.
Oh.
Sorry, we'll get to that later, I guess.
This one was very unique for 2 reasons. It did the action script trails, which for those of you who don't know, it just means the trails are all automated. They weren't exactly drawn. There are some bits that are drawn, but like this stuff is drawn, of course, but then you have these. Those are based on ActionScript. So they're all just automated.
Coded swords.
Yeah, coded swords. But also the original. I mean, this one has a built-in camera movement, but I think the original allowed you to move the camera yourself.
It was randomized camera angles. So like every time you watched it, you would get something different, which was really cool. And yes, you could control the camera yourself. I think, but then the weird thing is, this guy was never in our community. This was a Newgrounds animation.
I'm being so honest. I don't think I've actually really watched the original animation.
Really?
Yeah, this is really old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it
All this
definitely
is very
didn't have
unfamiliar.
it definitely didn't have reach, but like when it comes to a stick fight, it's pretty. It was pretty mind blowing back then. Just the movements too. I think probably one of the best, if not the best, sword choreography that's ever been in a stick fight.
Oh, it's wonderful to watch. I love
This, yeah, like this watching this kind of inspired me to animate swords, and it's probably the reason why I made my duelist have a sword. If I think about it, it was just so cool.
Divy hasn't seen, but what the fuck?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen this, but what I think the
this is,
focus
like,
on this
blows my
one
mind.
is its effects and ActionScript. But
Yeah,
is that
it
True,
is-
I suppose that did become a big
I mean,
thing.
that's a big tool to be used in a lot of stick fights because most of the big ones are made in Flash, and later animate. But I don't know.
So, are we
Calling
gonna
this
judge
top
its
10 feels a
influence
little
based
wrong.
off of its action script tool?
That's kind of what I'm getting to. I don't think its influence is that big enough to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I think in regards to like within the community, it was pretty mind blowing because we didn't know anything about this guy, and we didn't know how he was doing the trail thing, and we had to do a lot of just
Independent
I
trial
don't
and
know,
error.
study. Yeah, like and then I think I ended up DMing him on Newgrounds, and he actually responded, which is like actually crazy. But I still think about that. And he gave me the trail script, and then I shared it within the community, and then everyone started using the sword trail script after that.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because it was just so mysterious that this animation existed outside of our community, and it still had like a huge effect on the stick figure community just because it was there and how different it was. But yeah, it's definitely not popular. Definitely not popular at all.
It doesn't feel like a top 10 either, but definitely honorable mentions.
Very honorable mention for sure.
Yeah, collab.
What was the other one in the thumbnail?
Flash deck.
Flash deck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, flash deck.
Flash deck. Flash deck. What?
Wasn't it?
No way.
Is this the right one?
Leave me alone.
Yes,
Sorry.
dude.
DDoS
Oh
too.
wait, this is the
my
CS.
God.
Oh wait, no.
Yes.
Yeah, never mind. I've seen this.
I
It
love
looks like I've
Flash
seen part of
deck.
it.
I mean, there's the
is
modern
the
take from
CS:GO thing.
Luke HD. Yeah, it's the
Exactly. That's the reason why I know it.
Yeah, this one that Luke HD did, but that was all based off of
He did
these.
such a good job on the revamp. But
God,
this
I love
was
Flash deck.
this was on par, like one of the very first super popular animations back when the internet was very young.
This was 2009, dude.
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
I can't believe this was 2009.
But everyone knew this animation. Like, just the general public would have seen this back in the day. Just normal people who have been online.
Mhm. I mean, this focuses a lot on character, more so than I'd say almost everything on this list.
Yes.
So maybe less
This
on
one-
action, but like it allows you time to understand these characters and then get
Yeah.
attached to them in a way that a lot of others not just didn't do, but maybe they just didn't understand how to do it because it just took so
Yeah.
much less time on action.
How much
It's
of
so
a stick-
fun.
How much of a stick fight is it?
It's not. Arguably, it's not much of a stick fight, right?
Yeah, this is more of like
Like a skit, like a comedy.
comedy short.
Yeah,
It sort
like
of is a
parody.
comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
As much as I love it, yeah, I can't call it a. Okay. As much as I love it, I
feels
can't
wrong
call
to
it
stick
a
fight.
stick fight. I love Flash Stick though. Love
Yeah,
Flash
me
Stick.
too. I'm a huge fan of Flash Stick.
Yeah.
God, I used to like back in like elementary school. I would show these to my friends. I love these.
Yeah. I mean, they were big, but like it does feel wrong to call it a stick fight. It does feel more like a comedy
Yeah,
short.
it's in.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not a stick fight.
Yeah. But another honorable mention potentially.
So fun though. I love it.
Yeah. Oh man,
There's so many, dude.
there are. I also feel like there's a lot because I keep going back to like Hyun's Dojo on YouTube, but there's so many.
I'm
that
just
weren't
going
on
by
Hyun's
popular.
Dojo. Well, what about Top Stick? Is it fair for Turquoise to get 2 on the top 10? Yeah, I know Turquoise has had a huge influence on the community, so in some, you can make an argument that it is fair.
I don't think Top Stick goes in top 10, honestly.
Ooh, okay.
Turquoise, you heard that, right?
It was super cool when it was released. And it does highlight a lot of the popular stick figures in our history. But I don't know.
Huh.
Top Stick does feel a lot like a homage. I mean, that's what it
Yeah.
is. But
Yeah.
I'm just
It
saying,
is like a love letter. I mean, it is a love letter to stick fights and stick figures.
Yeah.
And just stick fights.
Turquoise says I'm already sad about Xiao Xiao placement.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I don't think this would rank very high compared to what we have. If we have to put this in the 10th spot for now, I'm okay with it, but I think it could be overtaken by something else. I mean, it is it's reference animation. It's one of those animations you can watch and you go, oh, I get that. I've seen that guy. But it is still fun. It's a really fun animation to watch. I don't know how influential it was. It includes a lot of influential stick figures, but I don't know if that counts.
Mm-hmm.
You could call it like a history lesson almost, like a brief look into stick figure history. Because, I mean, it has, like, a lot of them.
I just like it because he put the dude from Rejected in there.
Yeah. God. Yeah, Don Hertzfeld.
Thank you,
Wow,
Turquoise.
He knows ball.
Sick conclusion. And then he instantly dies.
Actually knows ball. I know.
Are there any RHGs we're not considering? Because RHG feels like such a huge thing for it to only have one thing in our spot, in our top 10.
Well,
I don't know.
Mick Wizard. Let's take a look at Mick Wizard.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Wow,
Wizard, dude.
Yeah, we might as well, right?
I love
It
McWizard.
feels like we should. I mean, people talk about this one and like a bunch within the community. It's obviously not the most well-known stick fight, and nowhere close to the top 10, at least in terms of recognition.
Turquoise says he birthed the effects animators, which I agree with. I
That
mean,
is very
Turquoise
true.
would know more
That is
about that
the-
than me, but
I mean, that's the thing
Yeah.
that this did. That's the one thing that makes it stand out so much. And that's not a bad thing because it just does it so well.
Yeah, I mean, before then, effects pretty much limited to just blood and smoke, maybe sometimes. And then this one was like
It
effects
did
overload,
everything.
and used techniques that no one was using when it comes to just making the effects in
yeah,
general.
some of these are still unbelievable.
Yeah, just pure 2D frame by frame effects on top of like blurs and compositing just in the program too.
Oh, and McTank was
Yeah.
also iconic in the community for a while, right?
Oh, absolutely. McTank still is iconic.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people associate McWizard with the Stick Figures video game. But, I mean, its impact for effects alone might warrant it having a place in the top 10. Because that is something big that it influenced a lot of animators to do. But I have to say, I don't think it would be very high on the top 10.
I think it'd probably, if I were to put it, I'd probably put it above Imitator.
I think I'd agree with that. Maybe above KJ, but
No.
God, how big of a deal
I don't know.
was this? Well, how big of a deal was this when it released?
It was huge within our community for sure.
Because this character spawned from this animation, and I don't know if McWizard has ever really shown up in anything else. Except for like PS5. So, but like people, this is like one of the biggest stick figures in the community, and this is really all they're known for, which is huge for their legacy. For this to have been that impactful that it spawned such a beloved character to have been carried through years and years of stick fights.
Yeah, definitely pushing boundaries when it comes to stick figures and effects. But is pushing the boundary of effects good enough?
Well, we can put it in there for now, and then if something takes it off, I'm okay with that. But I think, is this above or below Imitator? Because Imitator's impact is primarily synced animations, which they are popular and they're fun to watch, but are they influential to the community as a whole? So, to some degree, yes. But in comparison to McWizard, where does it stand?
Honestly,
I'd put it under.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my answer. I think I'd put it under Imitator because with sync collabs themselves, they've gained so much more outreach and like so much more like they've gained a bigger audience. I'd feel. Other than just if we're using this as a way that to say that this birthed like modern effects animators, then I feel like effects by themselves are something that people don't generally go looking for by themselves.
Yeah. Stick
So-
fights aren't usually focused on effects. Stick fights are usually about choreography and the stick figures.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you think,
Something like
Stom? Do you think
that.
10 is fair?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
Okay, are we done?
Wait!
Yeah, is there anything that, like...
I want to bring up a modern.
Ooh, okay.
I want to bring up Apocalypse Day. Not a lot of people know that here.
Ooh, that's a good
Apocalypse
one.
Day.
But I don't think we should end this episode without talking about Apocalypse Day, because I think
That's
that
so fair. That's
because it doesn't exist
This thing
in
was
America.
huge.
It doesn't exist. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, you can only
this-
watch the full thing on Bilibili, which is the Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh my god, navigating Bilibili is so hard when you don't like speak Mandarin.
But so for
Yeah,
those,
this is probably
a
why
little
I've
bit of
never seen it.
history.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Yeah.
history with this one. I believe this was a part of a competition where a bunch of little studios or maybe independent animators would make a pilot for a series, and then the best one would get greenlit for a whole first season. And this did not win, but I think it got second. It got second place.
It was a Bilibili contest, and then they got second, which is like very impressive.
Huge for stick figures as well. Incredible.
Yeah, I think when it comes to stick figures, this is the one that pushes the modern boundary when it comes to what a stick figure animation could be.
That's
100%.
It's like turn stick figures into an anime, pretty much.
Yeah,
Kinda
it's
did
pretty
what
much just
AVA
stick figure anime.
That is
I
exactly.
feel like it kind of did what AVA8 did, but on like a larger scale, kind of.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think this deserves a top 10 for sure.
I feel like, God, I can't believe I forgot about this. This feels like it's at least top 5. Just for what it did.
mean,
Damn, shoddy. Sorry, I'll never say that again. But I think
just look at the characters though. Like it's
I mean, this is absolutely G-Stick. If we were to include something definitively G-Stick, this is it.
This is like peak G-Stick.
Peak G stick.
absolute
It's got
peak.
the production quality all around is great. I could list off everything. I would just pretty much list off everything that's great about animation. It does it all really well. And voice acting as well. It has phenomenal voice acting.
Very good voice acting.
Yeah.
Can I ask though, is Apocalypse Day a stick fight?
I mean,
Oh, $1 million question. I like that.
I mean, it literally starts.
there
with
is a lot of
stick
fighting
fight.
in it.
I mean, it is.
There
But
is
then again, we all
fighting.
haven't. We all haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I've absolutely seen
You
it.
have.
I've
I
seen
watched
it.
it when it
There's,
came out.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen it, and
Jimmy-
there are
Yeah.
indeed stick
Okay,
figures.
I'm just the
Yeah.
only one who hasn't
No,
seen it in the
you're
world.
fine.
then.
You're fine.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Wait,
There is
hold on,
a
I'll
let me
give
see
you
if
guys
I
the
can.
link.
Wait, yeah, let me see. It's also in the description of that video. Let me pull up a portion from the very beginning where it is literally just a stick fight, like not even
long is it?
necessarily G stick.
1 minute.
20-minute video.
Oh my god.
And
It's-
this
it's
is the
so
Billy
good.
Billy experience, by the way.
No, I'm not watching.
God, I hate Billy Billy. I'm sorry, bro.
I don't know why they do the wall of text. How do we turn that shit
This
off?
is-
I think you can
Dude.
turn it off though.
Dude, I love the wall of tech. Dude, it's one of the best things Billy Billy
What are you
has.
talking about?
But I want
It's
to watch the
only-
video.
Okay,
You can
this is
turn it off.
topic.
You can turn it off.
How?
In the settings.
Which
What are
one?
they saying?
I don't know which one. I don't
button
speak.
down here.
What is happening?
Hang on, I got it. Wait, let me pull up the fight scene in the beginning. I think it's
Those flying like comments things are so funny. This is off topic, but they're so funny because like whenever I watch a dojo collab
yeah.
through Billy Billy, and whenever a notable name comes up there, they always just write their name.
I
flying
know,
by.
it's hype.
Okay, wait, here we go.
It's so
Here's
funny.
a legit stick fight.
It starts with this, and it's like such
Yeah.
a cool.
I mean,
It's
the
just
stick
like
fight
traditional
roots are just
2D.
there. I don't want to
Yeah,
make an
it's a-
account.
But
Why?
like this sets it off, and it's really cool because they chose to do it in a 2D scroller.
Yeah. I mean, it's hyper reminiscent of stick fights.
And then like it gets to the like as you watch it, oh my god, the fights.
I mean,
get
I'm
insane.
assuming this is very popular in China, right?
I'm assuming it was.
I honestly don't
Well,
know, but yeah,
stick
I think
figures are
it is.
super
I'm not sure.
mainstream in China, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
super mainstream.
So I'd imagine it was. Yeah, I mean...
So I mean, if we're factoring outreach, I mean, China. Like,
The big country.
China's definitely bigger, population-wise, than America, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like it
like
has
a
to be top
billion
10.
people.
I just don't know where.
no, Sarah, that's a hard agree.
Hate to say
I was
this
about to
might
say, I
be
think it's definitely
number 3 at
above
least.
Xiao Xiao.
Oh, 100%. Is it above Shock, though?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Is this animation's accomplishments pulling it above Shock?
I don't know.
I have to agree.
I think so. I think its accomplishments outweigh whatever Shock has done.
It's
Not to
like
downplay Shock,
two.
but-
It's like two opposite spectrums. Like Shock was the one that was like the peak of back in the day, and this is like peak of today. It's like
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's why it's kind of tough because like Shock kind of was like revolutionary for the time, and
Yeah.
this is kind of doing the
This
same
is
thing,
revolutionary for our time, yeah.
right? So it's kind of hard
Really
to
great point.
place it above. I'd say
I
Shock,
think-
honestly, because Shock did it first. Shock kind of was like, for lack of a better word, Shock was kind of avant-garde for the time.
Man.
that's
It does
true.
feel kind of wrong
Uh,
putting this above Shock. Because, I mean,
It would
Shock
make
is
sense
just
to put this.
Shock is so much more of
Sorry?
a stick fight. Shock is much more of a stick fight than this is. This is a lot of dialogue and story, and less of a stick fight. There's stick fight elements, but I think Shock.
Right, it would
should
make
be
sense to
above
put
it.
this. I think it would make sense to put this below Shock because Shock would be cited as like the first kind of thing to do something like this.
Yeah, I think it goes either way. I'm happy with
Man.
wherever it goes, above or below.
What do we think, Storm?
Hmm.
Yeah, Reebok said it's
It's-
not a pure stick figure anim, though. Well, I mean, it's G
That's what's. That's what's kind of getting to me.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little bit of a stick fight with a lot of story, but
It's
is
so
still,
tough because
like we still classify it as a stick fight though.
I mean, there's multiple fights in this.
Yeah.
It's not just the beginning. I mean, like scroll to the end fight where it's with like.
that's true, but isn't that why we rejected? Isn't that why we rejected ABM?
Yeah, but
Okay, here we go. God, I haven't seen this in a while.
just look at the production, dude. Like it's crazy.
God, for top 10 stick fights, it does feel a little wrong putting this in number 2. Because it is not quite a stick. It's not a stick fight in the same sense that everything else on this list is.
I was gonna say, I feel like we put that. I feel like we that's isn't that the reason we rejected ABM? Because it wasn't really a stick fight.
Man, that's a good point.
I was gonna put it high up based on our previous placements, but now I don't know anymore, so I don't.
I would sort of,
I
would sort of put it on. I would sort of put it on the level of Gildedguy versus Bug.
I was gonna put it above Gildedguy versus Bog at first, but then you guys were like, "Oh my god, like it's so much better." And then I realized Xiao Xiao is so high up, and I'm like, "Wait, what are we doing this based off of again?"
it's just a blend of everything.
I know,
pretty
and
much.
I'm like, I can't do this.
Well, I feel like if you're doing a top list, they can have their own triumphing like qualities, and I think Xiao Xiao triumphs in the like kind of like being like setting the tone,
first,
I guess, for stick fights.
the definition of a stick fight.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the rationale for putting this like above or below Gildedguy versus Bog is it's kind of on the same wavelength, but I think to a greater extent.
Yeah, I would put this. I'd put this above, or I'm okay with putting this below Xiao Xiao.
Man.
Yeah, I think this. Like I said, I think this does what Gildedguy versus Bog kind of did to a greater extent.
All right, so are we going with 4th?
I don't know.
Can we just?
Well, why not?
I'm fine with
It's
4th. I
just-
think it's.
I'll just say,
curious as to why people
like
disagree.
this is literally just modern peak, and that's what it has going for it. You know, it's just very it's the highest we can go right now when it comes.
Well, then why do you
to
disagree?
Animation. No, I don't disagree. I'm agreeing. I think I agree.
Oh, you want it on number 4?
Yeah,
All right, we'll put it on
okay.
number 4.
yeah, we'll do 4.
Apocalypse.
A poopy
Did I
day.
spell it right? Okay, good.
Habalababobo asks if this was made by one person or a team. I'm pretty
It
sure
was
this
a
is by a
team.
team, correct?
Yeah, it was a studio.
Oh, 100% a team, yeah.
What was the studio name again? Rhino Core? What is what they're known for?
No freaking idea.
God, I don't remember.
Rhino Core? I hope it's Rhino Core or
I hope
something
we read
Rhino.
it.
It's something Rhino. I forgot.
Yeah, it's something Rhino.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
God.
We need modern judges side. What do you mean? I gave my side.
Indie Chinese studio DC Inc.
Oh, no, that's like the person who's leading the studio, I think.
Why is McWizard here?
They recently like named their studio into I want to say Rhino Core.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything.
Hang on.
Why do we still have
Instead of
McWizard on?
Yeah, instead of having McWizard
Yeah,
on there,
this is the top
I was
11.
thinking we'd have like honorable mentions instead.
Bruh.
And then we don't have to be specific with the numbers there.
All right. Well, someone correct us in the comments if we're wrong about anything.
Yeah. Well, Chad, is there anything
Even though
that
this
we
is a
should look at
subjective
very
list.
last minute? Yeah. This is not the
Oh my
official
God.
list. Definitely not.
There's so
again,
many
I'd like to
more,
encourage
dude.
everyone share with us your personal top 10s. I'd love to see that.
Everyone, please tell us why we're so horrendously wrong, because we probably are.
Don't, because I'm gonna get sad and cry and throw out everything I
Bro.
own.
Speaking of, oh man,
Why?
we didn't even talk about.
Because I need to be
Cosmic
right.
Nirvana.
Cosmic. Oh. Nirvana. Let me see.
Turquoise said Castle and Joe Zombie won.
Oh,
my
man,
gosh,
there's
yeah, I
so
saw
many
this
that
too.
we're not even thinking about.
Joe Zombie, I agree with so much. Oh my god.
Fuck, Joe Zombie.
Wait, has Turquoise seen Cosmic Nirvana? Have you seen
Well,
this?
he's here.
Have you seen this, Turquoise?
You
This is like-
specifically, Turkle.
No, you specifically, because this reminds me of like your style. If you kept doing like your, if you like kept it at this style and then just evolved it to what it is today. This is like, this guy's literally you,
Says I have. I
but
really
like-
like this.
but like China.
You, but China.
He's Turquoise predecessor.
This one
Yeah.
has like zero. What's it called? Post production. It's just like pure flash animation craziness.
I love the scale in this.
Yeah.
Like it makes everything look like it makes like all the mountains feel like so big and like all like the like movement like feel like very like ginormous.
Oh my god, this is another level of like just how good stick figures are right now. In its own way. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where this would be on the list. Maybe this is just a honorable mention.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
I would say
To be fair, I have
honorable
not actually sat down and watched the whole thing because it is 20 minutes.
Look at
But,
look
I mean,
at it.
yeah, it
It's
is
crazy.
very impressive. It is insane. The stuff I have seen is incredible. But
It's
it also
actually
just
insane.
released. I don't know if like we need to let it sit for a while. But I feel
Yeah,
like it's
probably.
underrated because no one talks about it.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a pretty decent amount of views, but it's definitely something that not a lot of people know about.
Hmm.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah, maybe honorable
It is pretty
mentions. I
crazy.
mean, do we think it surpasses Imitator?
I don't even know at this point. There's too many animations.
Can we just put it in honorable mentions and call it a day?
Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting tired.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're already
Just
well
so many
over
animations
the
to
time
get
that
to.
we'd usually do. But yeah, I mean, we've absolutely now thought about every stick fight that belongs on this list. But at the moment, this still feels like a pretty good list. Like, this feels like a good representation of stick fights.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So, and I think
I
that's,
guess.
that's it serves its purpose,
Oh man,
which also is just to have fun. So don't take it too seriously. Let us know what your top 10s are. Become a sitter if you want access to behind the scenes stuff, and we'd think you're really cool.
yeah.
But yeah, that's it. High five, high five.
All
This
right,
is the outro.
high five,
Bye.
dude. Post your top
Goodbye.
10, dude. I want to read
Bye.
other people's top 10 for sure.
High five, high five,
Just,
high
just
five.
end it all. Just end it all.
Bye. Objection.
Bye.
Please.